time management, networking experience, communication, writing and research, and much more. TechFest STEM Next. Hello there and welcome to the TechFest STEM Next Grand Final 2025. We are your hosts. I'm Gabby.
And I'm Kirsty.
And we're so excited to have you here to celebrate the incredible work of all our brilliant STEM Next participants. The STEM Next essay competition started back in 2021 as a response to student and teacher feedback. And it's been lighting up the TechFest program ever since.
Some of you might have heard of STEM Next before, and some of you might be new to STEM Next. But don't worry, we promise there won't be a pop quiz at the end. The competition invites 16 to 18-year-old students to submit an essay on one of the provided topics across 3 categories: energy and innovation, medicine and psychology, or chemistry and the biological sciences. Participants dive deep into their chosen topic, conduct interviews with real experts, and explore how science and technology are shaping a safer, smarter, and more sustainable world.
And along the way, they sharpen the research, writing, and communication skills, all while finding out that referencing properly might be just the hardest part of science.
So true, but it's worth it. STEM Next helps build confidence networks and UCAS applications. Plus, the participants are eligible for Crest Awards and some seriously cool prizes. And this year, the competition went supernova. We received over 700 entries from around the world, from Bahrain to Nigeria, Malaysia, Japan, Trinidad and Tobago, Oman, South Korea, Egypt, Switzerland, Fiji, Canada, Kuwait, Romania, and many, many more, including, of course, our motherland, Scotland.
Wow, that is an incredible list of countries, Kirsty.
And it's not all of them. In fact, we received entries from 39 different countries this year. What an incredible international mix. A massive well done to all the contenders and to our Scottish students. You've done a bra job. We're pure chuffed for you.
This year, students tackled a diverse mix of topics, from Mars exploration to the effects of the infamous Ozempic drug on the human body. And later, you will hear from some of the winners about their experience.
And as always, the standard was sky high. It's safe to say our judges needed a lot of coffee to decide on the winners.
Speaking of our judges, it's time for some thank yous. A huge shout out to the incredible industry professionals and academics who volunteered their time to be interviewed by the STEM Next students and helped mark their essays.
We'd also like to thank the University of Aberdeen for running the live session on how to get started with your essay and adding brilliant resources to our STEM Next YouTube channel.
And please, can I get a big round of applause for our continuous project sponsors and supporters, CNOC International and Thistlewind Partners, and to our new project sponsors, Serica Energy and SSE.
Finally, to every single participant, thank you for your time, creativity, and dedication. You impressed our judges, inspired us, and taught us new things too.
Even if you're not one of the top prize winners tonight, we hope you're proud of what you've achieved. And who knows, maybe next year we'll be saying your name at the STEM Next final. And of course, everyone who submitted their essays will receive STEM Next e-certificate.
But for now, it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for.
Let's reveal the winners of STEM Next 2025!
Kicking things off, our first category is Energy and Innovation, where students dived into cutting-edge innovations driving the future of global energy. Grab your lab coats, it's about to get exciting!
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The third place winner will receive a £50 of Amazon voucher, and the winner in the Energy and Innovation category is Ishan Garg from DPS International, Gurgaon, India, for his essay on how virtual reality can support education.
Huge congratulations, Ishan. Well done.
Moving on to the second place and scooping a £100 of Amazon voucher, we have Maximilian Newlands from St. George's College, Weybridge in England, who tackled a truly mind-bending topic on gravitational waves. Incredible work, Max!
Wow, Max. Huge well done. And now the grand prize. £200 of Amazon voucher and the honour of being published on the TechFest website goes to Vikrant Shetty Tamar from Greenwood High International School in India.
Vikrant's essay on Mars exploration absolutely blew our judges away. And even better, Jazz from Thistle Wind Partners got the chance to chat with Vikrant about his experience in the competition and his essay. Let's take a look.
Hello, it's lovely to meet you. I'm Jazz and I am a stakeholder engagement advisor here at TWP, who was one of the sponsors for this STEM Next 2025 project. We're an offshore wind farm developer, and we were awarded 2 projects by ScotWind, and we're currently facilitating the development of 2 wind farms up in Scotland. Once all of that's been up and made and running, it will produce enough power to power 2.5 million homes. So it's quite a sizable project, but it's a very exciting time for Thistle Wind Partners at the moment. Now back onto this, I've had the privilege of telling you that you've won first place in the energy and innovation category for your essay. So congratulations.
Cool. Thank you so much.
No problem. How does that make you feel that you've won this competition?
Oh yeah, it feels great. I mean that's probably a bit of a cliche phrase, but it feels good. There's no other way to describe it. I'm very happy that I took part, I guess. Yeah. And it taught me a lot, even if I hadn't won a prize. I think the experience itself really ignited my interest in the field of space colonization, perhaps. So.
Yeah. That's great. Do you think you've developed any new skills during the process of writing this essay?
Oh, definitely. I think in terms of citations and stuff, like writing a full-length, research-based article where you have to, cite all information when required. I think the skills of, kind of digging up research papers relevant to the topic, and the skills of citing accurately, maintaining like a log of all the websites I visited so I can reference them later. The technical aspects, definitely those skills were something I picked up.
How did you find kind of the process of this? Because I understand there was a interview process and things like that. How have you found it from kind of start to finish?
It was very smooth. All the materials were sent, right? There were a couple of sessions held before we even I guess got started with it, just on how to dissect the question and really get into the whole writing part. And then as for the writing process itself, that was quite good. I did do my interview a little towards the end, but that went fine. That went really well as well, because there was a database provided of industry professionals that was really useful. All that went really smoothly. Yeah, it was a nice process.
Good. So you found it smooth and easy, and there was people always there to help you and things like that.
Yes. The resources were comprehensive, so I didn't actually have any difficulty at any stage.
Congratulations, Vikrant. Fantastic achievement. We're delighted to hear the competition was smooth and you had the support you needed. And a big thank you to Jazz and Thistle Wind Partners for their continuous support.
Now, on to our next category. And let me tell you, this one brought some seriously tough competition. Yes, it's medicine and psychology, a category that explored everything from the infamous Ozempic drug and its effects on the human body to the effect of the decreased social interactions on human well-being.
We were blown away by the sheer number of entries, but of course, only 3 could take home the prizes. So without further ado, in third place, winning a £50 Amazon voucher, we have Sanvi Krishnan from the Notre Dame High School, San Jose in the USA, for her essay investigating the causes behind the decrease in social interactions and its impact on people's lives.
Congratulations, Sanvi! What an insightful essay. Moving on to the second place and taking home a £100 of Amazon voucher, we have Ariane Edwards from Cheddle Home School Sixth Form in England, who explored the positive effects of the green spaces on our well-being.
Brilliant work, Ariane. Green spaces for the win. Literally good for the mind and the soul. And now, the first place and the £200 Amazon voucher goes to Yeva Kolobova from Bradford College in England for her essay of the use of artificial intelligence in medicine.
Huge congratulations to all the winners in the medicine and psychology category. And a special thank you to Victoria from CNOC International for chatting with Yeva about her STEM Next journey.
Hello, my name is Victoria Allen and I am the Buzzard Onshore Mechanical Support Engineer / the STEM Ambassador for Focal Point for CNOC, who's one of the sponsors for STEM Next 2025. CNOC International is a global energy company with operations in Asia, Africa, the Americas, the Middle East and Europe, so pretty much everywhere. And in the UK, we operate the Buzzard, Golden Eagle and Scott assets, providing safe and sustainable energy for all. So hello, Yeva. I'm thrilled to let you know that you've been awarded first place in the medicine and psychology category of this year's STEM Next essay competition. Congratulations. How do you feel?
I feel very honoured, I'll be honest.
Congratulations. So what made you decide to take part in the STEM Next essay competition?
Well, I wanted to get some of that essay writing practice. So I was looking for an essay competition, but STEM Next caught my eye specifically because it required an interview. And I thought it was such a great opportunity to get to know people from the inside of the industry and such a great networking opportunity. So I thought, why not?
No, that's brilliant. And it's so important going forward in your career. Networking, you'll find, is invaluable. So no, that's really, really good to use that initiative. Who did you choose to interview and why?
Well, I emailed quite a few people. Not everyone could interview. Quite a lot of people were too busy, but most of the people reached back and led me to some other very interesting research ideas. But I interviewed Dr. Dakovnik. He has a Sidra biotech company that is now actually creating new molecules and repurposing existing ones with AI for geoprotective qualities.
Wow, that's sounds way above my head, but very impressive regardless. So I guess just finally, what do you think your highlight has been in taking part in STEM Next?
Well, definitely, winning, but other than that,
The obvious.
but the experience of the interview, I thought, was probably the biggest takeaway for me, because having that one-on-one conversation with a leading scientist in the field, that was very valuable. And just not even in terms of an essay, just as a person, just hearing that was very helpful, and it just kind of provided an insight into what the industry is like. So I think that was my biggest takeaway.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And you should be super proud of yourself, and I hope you get a celebration plan with your friends and family. But it's been so great to chat with you, Yeva, and congratulations again on first place, and wishing you all the best for your future career as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you for this competition. It was very nice. I really enjoyed it.
That's great to hear. You're so welcome.
It's so wonderful to hear how much Yeva enjoyed taking part in STEM Next. Oh, I can't believe we're almost at the end of the STEM Next final, Kirsty.
Yes, we are, Gabby, but let's announce the winners of our final category, chemistry and the biological sciences. In this category, we saw essays on everything from marine protected areas to food sustainability and so much more. It was a tough job for our judging panel to narrow it down, but we have our winners.
First up, A third place and a £50 of Amazon voucher goes to Sarah Abraham from Langley Grammar School in England for her essay exploring how we can make food more sustainable.
In second place, taking home an £100 Amazon voucher goes to Hannah Ahmad from the St. Christopher's School in Bahrain, who tackled the same important topic as Sarah.
And finally, first place, bagging the £200 of Amazon voucher, goes to Louis Francis from Queen Mary's Grammar School in England for his essay on marine protected areas. Fantastic work, Louis!
Huge congratulations to you all, and thank you to Elise from Serica Energy for catching up with Louis to hear all about his STEM Next journey.
Louis, I am Elise Murray, and I'm an environmental and compliance advisor at Serica Energy, who are one of the sponsors for the STEM Next competition for 2025. We got involved in STEM Next because we sponsor quite heavily and are involved in a lot of other kind of Tech Fest programs, and this opportunity came up for this year, and I thought it was right up our street really, because it covers a broad range of topics and also global as well. So a lot of the things that we do are very kind of Aberdeen focused, because maybe I should give you a little bit more background on Serica Energy. So we're an oil and gas company, primarily in the North Sea, and most of our people are based out of Aberdeen in the northeast of Scotland, but we do have some people in London as well. But we do attract people from all over the world to come and work with us. And this STEM Next 2025 particularly interested Serica and myself in particular because of the range of topics that the essays produced and gave opportunity for the students to contribute to. And that's one of the main things that I focus on, is within the Education Committee, raising awareness of the fact that the oil and gas industry isn't just for mechanical or chemical engineers. It's actually a wide range of people can get involved. So people like yourself, because obviously I read your essay, Louis, and it was really quite inspiring about how passionate you are obviously about the marine environment. And because we are, as an oil and gas industry, we are patrons of the marine environment, we have to pay particular attention to it. So it was really interesting to read about your thoughts and expressions on that. I am thrilled to let you know that you have actually been awarded first place in the chemistry and biological sciences category for this year's competition. So very well done. And yeah, how do you feel about that?
Oh, that's brilliant. I wasn't expecting it, to be fair. Oh,
yeah, first place. No, so it's great. It was more than well deserved. It was a really good essay, really good effort. So yeah, how did you find the whole kind of essay writing process? Like what got you interested in that topic in particular?
Well, I picked that topic because I do have a really deep interest in marine biology. So when I did see there was an essay competition to write about it, I just thought it was the perfect opportunity to put my opinions across.
Nice. And do you think there was like enough scope for, obviously you've got a focus and an interest in the marine environment, but for other friends, do you think there was enough topics to kind of sink your teeth into?
Yeah, definitely. Quite a few of my friends did different essays.
Oh, nice.
Like at the same time I did, so I definitely think there's more than enough variation.
No, that's awesome. If you would have had to have done anything differently in the essay process, do you have any thoughts on that? Or were you pretty happy with the whole process?
Probably would have started writing it earlier. I think I made my plan and then I put it off for a couple of weeks until I actually came back to write it, and then I had to refresh myself on like all of the research.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely plan it, then write it.
Yeah, well, you've shown pressure makes diamonds, so you got first place. So it's no, that's great. That's great though.
Thank you, Elise, for all your support, and congratulations to all the category winners.
I can't believe that is all the interviews we have here tonight, Gabby. It's always such a pleasure to hear from the STEM Next students, and I want some more.
I hear you, Kirsty, and I have a surprise for you. I've asked Wendy to help me out and secure a quick bonus call with Hannah, who is one of the finalists in the Chemistry and Biological Sciences category. And Hannah kindly shared her experience of taking part in STEM Next with us. Hope you like my surprise, Kirsty.
Hi, Hannah. I'm Wendy Finlay. I'm the National Programme Manager at TechFest, and I'm absolutely delighted to be talking to you today And the aim is just that we hear a little bit more about your experiences in participating in STEM Next, if that's okay.
Yes, sure. Let's begin.
Excellent. So I'll just ask you a few questions. So first of all, can you tell us why you decided to take part in the STEM Next essay competition?
So I was in the summer, I wanted to take part in an essay competition. So I went on the internet and I searched for, essay competitions to take place in. Obviously, there are so many different websites that offer, essay competitions. But what intrigued me to choose STEM Next was, first of all, the list of topics that you had for the essays. That really intrigued me.
I mean, I've read the essay and it's clear to see your passion for the topic, and that's why you chose that topic. How did you manage to write the essay by expressing it in your own voice and with your own ideas?
So I first, obviously the main, I think, chunk or main element of the essay was to research first. I needed to make sure that I was comfortable with the topic and I truly understood it. So the research element was the biggest and I think the most important. I looked at various synthetic chemistry methods which can be used to create sustainable food sources. I put all the information that I gathered on one document and made sure that I wrote in my own words, because I feel like once you read information, you put in your own words, it actually sticks. You actually start to learn the content and understand the topic. And then obviously when it came to forming and writing the report, I chose those chemical processes and methods that I was most comfortable with, which was, one was the synthetic food preservatives, and the other one was the use of like herbicides and fertilizers and pesticides. So those were the ones that I was the most comfortable with, and I felt like I could write about and even talk about. And then that's what, helped me formulate write my report.
I can tell how enthusiastic you are about the whole experience, but what for you would be the highlight of participating in STEM Next?
The highlight, I think it was really the whole journey. It's a different journey. I got a lot of independence, I think, because usually in school, you're told what to learn, you're told what to do, but this gave me independence in like an academic sort of side. I was able to choose what topic I wanted to write about, decide which sources I would want to use, websites, news articles. I was able, like, that independence and that control that I got was really something that I loved, because I could really create a report that I was truly passionate about, and I truly understood. So that was, I think, the best part, that I was able to take control of how I would write my report.
So much for your enthusiasm. That's really great.
Oh, that was such a lovely surprise. Thanks, Gabby. And thank you to Wendy for chatting with Hannah. What an enthusiastic student. Congratulations to all the winners tonight. You are a real inspiration to us all.
Unfortunately, SSE were not able to chat with the finalists of this year's STEM Next essay competition. However, on behalf of SSE, would like to say,
SSE has been a standard bearer for generating and distributing energy for more than 80 years, from bringing power to Scotland's remote glens to building and operating renewable cutting-edge energy assets across the world today. We have relied on dedicated and curious minds for the expertise that has driven our growth. We are proud to support STEM Next. This venture gives young people a chance to think critically about the challenges we face in powering our planet and how each of us can apply our learning to deliver a better world of energy. To all the participants, well done. Keep asking questions, keep experimenting, and keep building the future.
And that wraps up another fantastic STEM Next. With the brilliance of our 2025 entries, we're already buzzing to see what 2026 will bring. And if you want to join the fun next year, head to techfest.org.uk. Trust me, your future self will thank you.
And a massive shout out to our sponsors, CNOC International, Seneca Energy, SSE and Thistlewind Partners for keeping the STEM wheels turning. Thank you to all of our volunteers for sharing your wisdom and to our judges for tackling the almost impossible task of assessing the essays. And of course, a huge high five to every single student who submitted an essay. But last but not least, thank you for watching. We couldn't do this without you.
Keep up with all things TechFest on Facebook, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And until we meet again, carry on experimenting, learning, and keeping your STEM spark alive. Thank you.
And see you next year.